Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Chihammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and this is a game the day after the Midwest Club Challenge. I just went 3 rounds with a very competitive list, I would say. So right now, I felt like threw out an invite on Facebook to see if anybody, or threw out a challenge to see if anybody wanted to play, and I was just kind of like, you know what? I want to play, and I want to play a very fluffy game. So I brought a unit a bunch of units I normally won't ever really play with. And the first unit right now is this huge block of Goblin Archers with the Spider Banner and of course Fanatics. It's about like 40 Goblin Archers. Over here I have a unit of 5 Wolf Riders. I also have my 2 Doom Divers, my Mangler Squig. I have a huge block of savages. I want to say I took like maybe 26 or 28 savages. Maybe not. Maybe it's just 25. I took a unit of boar boys, 10 boar boys with a... actually, I don't think I took any heroes with that unit. I just took the boar boys. Took my Ragnarok spider just because I brought them. Might as well use them. And then I brought my Black Orc war boss on a giant wyvern. I also took a level 4. I don't have any pictures of him. I took a level 4 Goblin Shaman with the Little Wog. I took a level 2 Lore of Undeath, and I took a level 1 Big Wog. just to play with the differences, see how it is. Again, I'm not really trying to be competitive against Red. The Orc Warboss has the Armor of Gork, and I think that's about it. I don't even think I took Chicken Head, to be honest. Yeah, I might not be with the chicken. So my level 2, he got Grave Call and Abyssal Swarm. My level 4, he got Sneaky Stabbing, Vindictive Glare, Gork'll Fix It, and Gift the Spider God. And my level 1 ended up getting Here We Go. For Red is playing Warriors of Chaos. He has a level 2, and that's his highest guy. Has Rancid Visitation and Fleshy Abundance. So we're going to go ahead and start off Vanguards. I do not have pictures of his army lineup, but I will show you what he has, more or less. Actually, I'll show you what he has. Vanguard, I moved up my Wolves this way, and he ended up moving up his Hellstriders this way. And he also has a unit of Hounds coming up the middle. I already see the Hounds gunning straight for my Spiders, or my Archers, so I was just like, let me take care of them. Turn 1. I win the roll-off. I'm moving the Mangler straight up, and I didn't even think about it. The dogs just blow themselves up onto that. But I'll just move. That's the thing, just run and gun with the Mangler. These guys failed Animosity, and I do not have my precious Gorbad to help the Animosity roll, so they ended up squabbling and just sitting there and doing nothing. Magic Phase, I ended up actually... I don't think I moved up many people because it goes with my philosophy. If you outshoot them, do it. So I didn't move much. Magic Phase, I got 8 power dice. Go ahead and I throw up a couple dice onto Vindictive Glare onto those dogs. I'm trying to kill the dogs. I do the big spell. And as you can see, I got a shit ton of hits in and wounds. I believe I got like 8 or 9. And he only had 2 dogs left. And I was like, God damn it, I didn't finish him off. I was hoping to finish him off. The rest of my dice, I ended up pulling up a unit of Cryptors. Cryptors are up over on this side, have to protect the Doom Divers. Doom Divers are both shooting at his Skull Crushers. His Skull Crushers are actually, both of the Doom Divers miss drastically. That sucks. And then it is going to start off his phase. And also, while we're on this picture, you can see he has a Hell Cannon. He has a huge unit of like 8 to 10 Knights. The Skull Crushers, he has 2 units of Warriors with extra hand weapons, and one has hand weapon shields. And then the big Screaming Bell in the back right now that you're looking at, that is not a Screaming Bell. That's his War Shrine. So yeah. So basically his turn. He's going to go ahead and charge at the dogs with his Hellstriders. I am going to go ahead and flee. And I did not flee far enough. He ended up catching him and killing him. So that sucked, but I mean, it's kind of what it was. It was redirecting away from the Doom Diver. He ends up just running the 2 dogs into the Mangler, and that sucks. And he moves his blocks up like this. So he's moving everybody up because he realizes I could just outshoot him all day. So everybody's coming on up. Magic Phase, he ends up getting 5 power dice. He's going to go ahead and throw up Fleshy Abundance onto his on his unit there to get, I believe this one is regen. Yeah, regen 5 up. So that goes off. And then he ends up using the War Shrine. And when he uses the War Shrine, it goes off. He gets this roll that basically every character in a certain range has to roll on this chart. So he rolls it, and his fucking champion right here ends up getting Dark Apotheosis on double sixes, which turns the guy into a fucking demon prince. What the fuck? Where the hell did this guy come from? What the hell is this? He has a demon prince out there. Oh crap. This guy got like a +1 strength. The other guy got like a +1 attack. And then that was about it for his magic phase. But holy shit, I have to deal with the freaking with a demon prince now. Shooting. He's gonna go ahead and shoot his hell cannon right at my orc boar boys here. He ends up hitting them. Does 3 wounds actually. I do keep their sanity in check with my wyvern boss sitting right next to him, and it's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. I'm charging my wyvern boss and all my orcs on boars right at those 3 guys at the skull crushers, and they all connect in. I move my Ragnarok off to the side flank like this. I have to deal with that freaking demon prince soon, and then I move up my Cryptors over here, trying to look down. Excuse me, the Hell Cannon. Basically, I'm just going to send them after them. Magic phase, I get 6 power dice. I throw a couple dice onto Vindictive Glare again. It goes off. It doesn't do much in damage, I don't believe. I shot him at his warriors. I don't know why I'm getting so bad at taking pictures. I used to take more. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and throw up a couple dice onto the Gift of the Spider God into the unit right in front of me. And he ends up canceling it out. He's just like, no, he doesn't want to give him poison. So then, actually I failed. Look at that. That's a horrible roll. So I go for Here We Go on 2 dice. I get it off. I believe this one he dispels it. Yes, he does. He dispels it. And then that was it for my magic phase. I'm going to go ahead and do 40 bow shots into his freaking Hellstriders here. End up killing off 4 of them. So only 1 lives. He passed. I don't even think he has panic because he's a Slaneshi. And he's just going to sit there. Shooting phase. My 1 Doom Diver blows up. He misfires and gets where he can't shoot for 2 turns. My other Doom Diver just nails these fucking knights. Look at this. Bam! It just took out like 6 knights. It was awesome. Or 5 knights. Wow. As for the War Boss, he starts it off the combat with his Impact Hits alone. His Impact Hits alone kill off 1 Skull Crusher and puts a wound onto this guy. Then the Wyvern is going. The Wyvern ends up killing off 1 more guy and putting on 2 wounds onto this guy. Or vice versa, 1 wound. Then I believe he's going next. He fails to wound any of my Orc boys. And my Orc boys ended up putting on 1 wound. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, he counts it downwards. I see what he did. Anyways, he has 1 wound left remaining. He lost combat by big time. He's going to end up fleeing and running away. I'm going to chase him down with everybody, and we all connect in and kill him. And sure enough, this is how it looks after that combat. It's going to go ahead and start off his turn, Chaos turn 2. So now my War Boss and my Boar Boys are out of his charge arcs, which is wonderful. It just fucks with them even more. So he's going to have to figure out, like, more or less, he's going to go for my Savages. He's going to go for my Night Goblins. Chaos turn 2. Sure enough, he's just charging everybody into my Savages, and that's just going to, I have to brace for impact there. That's going to hurt. His Hellstrider runs this way, and now, granted, he ran past my archers. I forgot to throw out the Fanatics, so we're going to have to revisit that when we figure out our mistake. His Demon Prince gets in. His Warriors both fail charge. He moves his Knights over here. Magic Phase, he gets 8 power dice. He's going to go ahead and try to do Fleshy Abundance again onto the Demon Prince. He gets it off, and then he ends up doing the War Shrine again. This guy ends up getting +1 to his strength, which I don't think he really needed more strength, but whatever. that's basically all that happens. I think the rest of it, I kind of shut down. Shooting phase, he's going to go ahead and shoot his hell cannon into my archers here. And it ends up hitting them, clipping them. And I don't know why I don't have any pictures of this. Are they still alive? No. It misses. It misses drastically. It ends up going this way, clipping the orcs. And then I'm killing off one orc only. Close combat, he's going to go ahead and swing. He only kills off one orc. So we're going to take a shit ton of attacks, get all these attacks in with all these dice from other clubs that I've played against, and I end up putting on a couple wounds onto him, 3 wounds. And he's going to sit there. He's still alive. He does do his Thunder Stomps. Thunder Stomps kills off 3 guys. And it's going to be my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. I decided to charge the Ragnarok right into the side flank of the Warriors. Haha. We realized that he needed to put his guy back this way and had to release the Fanatic. So we resolved that. We figured the Knights were not there at the moment that happened. So he was able to move his Knights over just a little bit. And we killed off the one Slaneshi steed. And then over here I just kind of reformed both the Boar Boys and the Wyvern to like stare at the ass of everybody. These guys all just kind of started swinging around. Nothing really happened with them, I don't believe. One clipped into my unit over here and killed off 2 of the archers. The other 2 just kind of did nothing here. As for magic, holy crap. So, first I did Sneaky Stabbing on the guy. Alright, Sneaky Stabbing is an awesome spell because if you got a flank, you get to reroll all your hits and wounds. That is crazy, especially for a spider. Holy crap, because a spider always gets like flanks, almost always gets flanks. Not a problem. So that's awesome. Then I gave him Gift of the Spider God, which gives him 5-up poisons. So if I miss, I have a second chance at getting 5-up poisons. That's crazy. And I don't believe I got the hex off on them this round. Shooting phase, this guy, he ends up blowing up, this Doom Diver, and the other one can't shoot. And then I don't believe my archers did anything this round. Oh, I failed combat reform, so they just turned and that was it. Over here, my spider's going to start off close combat, and look at this. He kills off like 6 guys. Now, this is another thing too, is like, you know, those 3-up or 4-up armors with the Sneaky Stabbing, it's giving him armor piercing as well. So he's going to go ahead and do more through armor, which is awesome. The guys on top now have poison because Gift of the Spider God as well. And look at this, they're just killing chunks of guys. I love it. By the time the fucking spider was done, okay, he had how many people in that unit? Looked like about 15 guys in that unit. He killed off every single guy with the Thunderstomp. I mean, he killed off, 6 to 8 by himself. The goblins killed off probably a good chunk of them because they get to reroll their misses too and their wounds. And then, sure enough, the Thunderstomp just finished the job. And look at that. Holy shit. I am going to overrun and hit that next unit. Holy crap. That is impressive. I instantly fell in love with this combo. Ragnarok Spider, Sneaky Stabbing, and Gift of the Spider God. Oh, man. As for this fight over here, we got the Demon Prince attacking the Savages. He ends up killing off 2 Savages. Savages attack back, do absolutely nothing. It's going to start off his turn. Chaos turn 3, I think it was. His Lord, with his Knights, is going to charge into my side of my Savages, which he's going to connect in. His War Shrine is charging into the Savages, and it fails. And he's going to go and shoot with his Hell Cannon over here. His Hell Cannon hits a direct hit onto my Goblins and Bows. First it kills off like a good 13 guys or 12 guys or whatever, right? Then my guys do panic. They fail the BSB roll twice. And they flee and they run right into the Fanatic. And the Fanatic ends up killing off like 7 guys. And then they're going to run off the table. That's fucking hilarious. That's what goblins do. This is why I don't play with that unit. Granted, I should have somebody with a higher leadership chilling with them. He challenges. I accept with my champion. Champion gets his ass kicked by like 5 wounds. but that allows me to keep everybody alive from his onslaught. That is his lord would have done to my guys. His knights are going. His knights end up killing off a couple of my savages, like 4 or 5 savages. His demon prince is only in combat with one guy right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and swing. He ends up killing me off with his demon prince, thunder stomps, and yeah, it was just brutal. He killed every single freaking savage orc in that combat, which is pretty good. He overruns, and he overruns like 2 inches away from my goblin shaman. I'm like, oh shit, because my goblin shaman is the one really packing the heat right now with the Ragnarok. So that's gonna suck if I lose my goblin shaman. As for the combat with the Ragnarok, man, whoo. Let's start. They go first. They end up putting on 1 wound onto the Ragnarok. Now, the goblin and the Ragnarok and the goblins go. They end up killing off like 8 to 10 guys. Thunderstomps goes, kills off a couple more, and basically he's down to 1 guy and his hero. So he is going to definitely run, and I believe, actually, I think I killed him off, to be honest, because I was able to reform. Yeah, I killed him off. Oh man, that's brutal. So I reform, face this way to the rear of the knights, and it's going to start my turn. So I'm going to go ahead and charge to the rear of the knights. Like I said, I'm going to charge my wyvern boss into the war shrine, and then I decide to try to charge the orc boar boys into the demon prince or the war shrine. I forget which one. And the boar boys fall short. The wyvern hits. I also charge these guys into the hell cannon. Magic phase, I get 6 power dice. First, I try to do Gift of the Spider God. He stopped me there. But then I do Goracle Fix It and Sneaky Stab It onto his guys. Sneaky Stabbing gives me the armor piercing and the rerolls. Goracle Fix It means anytime he rolls a 6, he has to reroll his result. Meaning, if he needs a 6 to wound my Ragnarok, he's gonna have to try again. Oh man, it's a beautiful combo, I swear. It makes it worth taking the Goblin Shaman on the Ragnarok as a Lord character choice, but I would almost just rather take a Goblin Shaman standing behind the Ragnarok, just because it's such an easy big target to get hit by cannons and stuff. Granted, a Goblin Shaman would have a 4 board, but yeah. Shooting phase. My Doom Diver is going to go ahead and shoot at his Demon Prince. I think it actually puts a wound on or fails to wound. But as for this combat over here, my Orc War Boss rams into the shrine, does 2 wounds onto the shrine. Shrine attacks back, does 1 wound onto my War Boss, which is crazy. The Wyvern goes. The Wyvern goes. Yeah, first puts on 2 wounds onto it, and I end up winning the combat. It's not unbreakable. They run. I chase. I don't catch him. So he gets away. He's basically facing this way, and I'm on his ass. As for these guys over here, the Hell Cannon puts on 1 wound onto them. They fail to wound. I don't even crumble because it's 101. And then, as for the Ragnarok here, the Ragnarok's going, attacks the unit. Or I'm sorry, the unit's attacking first. They put on a wound onto the Ragnarok. The Lord goes. Lord puts on 1 wound onto the Ragnarok. Ragnarok goes, kills the entire unit. Holy shit! Just the hero Lord is left. He's gonna go ahead and flee. He loses combat. I chase. I do a shitty roll. He gets away. So he moves forward. It's gonna start off his turn. Chaos turn 4. His Lord fails his leadership check and he keeps running. Oh man, my Wyvern boss here, he ends up getting into a fight with the Demon Prince, and this is basically how the board looks right now. It's gonna start off, I believe, my turn. Nothing happened. Oh, his Demon Prince ended up putting a wound onto my Warlord. My Warlord failed to wound the Demon Prince. We're gonna go into my turn, turn 5. I don't think the only charge I could do is this to chase his Lord off the board. He does. He falls off the board. As for my boar boys are going to try to help out with the demon prince, and they failed their next charge again. What the hell, boar boys? You lazy bastards. Magic phase, I got 8 power dice. Going to go ahead and do Gift of the Spider God and Gorkle Fix It on the demon prince and my wyvern. So now my wyvern has a 5-up poison again. And then Doomdiver shoots at the shrine, the war shrine. It floats off. Over here, nothing happens. Over here, we're going to go into this fight again. He ends up, I believe, nothing happens. They just fail to wound each other. He has a ward save and everything on that demon prince. It's going to start off his turn, Chaos turn 5. Chaos turn 5, he tries to charge the war shrine into the boar boys. He gets in. He ends up killing off 2 of my boar boys with that. My boar boys attack back. They end up killing off the shrine. And then over here, the wyvern boss ends up killing off the demon prince. And that, my friends, is the end of the game. The only thing left is the hell cannon. And that fight would have took forever. But, oh my god, I had a lot of fun with those hexes and goblin spells on the Arachnarok. My MVP is the combo. It can't be one guy. It had to be the combo, the goblin boss with the Arachnarok, because there's no other way the Arachnarok would have done. I mean, like, the Arachnarok does enough damage on his own, to be honest, but the Arachnarok with that goblin, holy shit, they were just like the dynamic duo. So I'm giving it to the both of them. The game was a lot more fun with I mean, it was a fluffy game. It was, it is what it is. And again, I would love to play with characters like this more often. I just normally can't. Yeah. But Red's a guy who will always play fluffy games with me. And anyways, guys, I just kind of threw this video together because I'm going to be playing some more games tomorrow night, and I wanted to get the video out of my way. I will be putting up more videos very soon. I got a couple games coming up this weekend, and also we're getting ready for two events coming up. We got the Dice Dojo monthly tournament coming up. We also have a tournament called Dragonfall, which is a 2,000 point tournament, and then we also have Team WCW's Windy City Challenge tournament, which is also a tag team tournament on Friday, and then Saturday is singles. So I have a lot of tournaments to get ready for, and I'm looking forward to it. I want to see if I could get a goblin into one of my lists, so that way I could get a goblin shaman to boost up their Ragnarok just like they did this game, because that was just brutal. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the likes, hit subscribe, leave any comments or feedback. I would love to hear from you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.